Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton told supporters he wants to clean house in next month's primary elections, targeting Republicans in his home county who voted to impeach him. The best example of that might be the Republican race for Texas House District 67. The incumbent, Jeff Leach, was one of the House impeachment managers. He has the backing of Governor Greg Abbott, while Paxton is endorsing Leach's opponent, Darren Meese. Fox 4 Stephen Dial live with more on Paxton's influence. Stephen.
You could call it a Ken Paxton revenge tour. Paxton trying to get retribution for those who voted to impeach him. Today in McKinney, Governor Greg Abbott said Jeff Leach is the right man for the job.
It was one of the defining moments of the failed attempt to remove Ken Paxton from office. House impeachment manager Jeff Leach tearfully describing how hard it was for him to turn against his former friend and ally.
This has not just been a hard vote. This has been one of the most difficult things I've ever had to do in my life.
Now Leach finds himself the target of Paxton's political influence, and he's not alone. The Attorney General is supporting the opponents of all Collin County Republican House incumbents, all of them voting to impeach. I asked Leach about Paxton endorsing his opponent, Darren Meese.
To be honest, I'm not focused on that. The voters aren't talking to me about that. If they do, if they ask, then I'm very honest with why I did what I did. I don't regret that at all.
In a further sign of the divide within the Texas Republican Party, Governor Greg Abbott was in McKinney Tuesday to campaign for Leach.
What I need you to do, I need you to return Jeff Leach to the Texas House of Representatives so that he and I can work together to deliver another property tax cut for you and your families.
Darren Meese, a businessman and former pilot, makes it no secret political alliances are a factor in this race.
The actions of Jeff Leach will be forever recorded in the history books of the 88th Texas legislature.
In a speech posted to his campaign website, he argued that Leach failed the people of his district.
We put our trust in him, and he put his trust in Dave Phelan. We put our confidence in Jeff, and he put his confidence in leading a sham impeachment process.
SMU political scientist Matthew Wilson says the outcome of these primary races will give a good indication of the direction of the Texas Republican Party.
If you think about the kinds of people that participate in primaries, it tends to be the more activists, the more ideologically hardcore folks. And therefore, a Paxton endorsement or a Trump endorsement is really coveted by these candidates because that sets you up with a guaranteed kind of minimum share of the vote.
Jeff Leach supported education savings accounts, a priority of Governor Greg Abbott that failed multiple times last year. Governor Abbott has endorsed multiple Republicans who support school vouchers, hoping that it will pass in '25.